I work in science. It's all about cell-grown meat in petri dishes, trying to course-correct the millions of years of violence and damages to various animals that were plucked, bolted in the brain, and sectioned into edible parts along an assembly line. One of the problems being in a technology startup is what it does to the human psyche. You get very excited and you tend to carry everything over into a religious zeal. And so then you get self-righteous about what you are doing, and all this overcommitting of time and lack of sleep will eventually backfire on you. This happened when I woke up face down in a petri dish of what I think was going to be a New York strip steak. My drool seemed to only have collected in the dish itself, and at first look, you really couldn't tell there was any contamination at all. And since we were all just trying to do our best in saving the world, I hushed it up, tried to mop up any excess saliva, and went about my monitoring. Later, when the lot number was tracked back to a batch under me, I was sat down in front of a review board where I broke down in tears and revealed my mistake. Strangely enough, my batch of cell-grown meat was some of the most in-demand, most requested, fastest-selling product the company had seen. It was disappearing off of store shelves, and riots were being caused on airplanes because everybody wanted what first class was being served. And so the idea wasn't to punish me for a mistake in the lab. The idea was to exactly recreate what I did. I will admit, even after my promotion, I still had feelings of embarrassment in showing my colleagues the best way of contamination. But soon it was just happening naturally. In an open office with petri dishes, accidents occurred on a daily basis. So that things like coffee spills created a new line of breakfast meats. I even got adventurous. Besides just the occasional napping drool, there was skin cells from dry hands or dandruff, loose nail clippings, and even the occasional cough or sneeze. Now, even with all of this creativity, there were some actual drawbacks. We just realized not everything could go perfectly when making lab-grown meat. The taste of pencil shavings just couldn't be flavored over, even with full-on attempts of pumpkin spice injected into the cell growth of a late-stage chicken or veal cutlet. In the long term, I like to think I'm doing my part to further humanity, that science has stepped up to help us evolve from our early days of brutality, and even though we've quintupled returns for all of our investors, and yes, there might even be a Nobel Prize for peace in our future because we've completely eradicated factory farming, I'm still just not quite feeling at ease. It started with small, strange things happening. Like our office football pool keeps shrinking, even though we're in the middle of a hiring boom. And bigger things too, like when I walk into a restaurant that of course is serving our meat, there's this immediate stillness that happens walking past people's tables. They stop what they're doing, start sniffing the air as I walk by, and have this glazed look come over their eyes. And I wonder if we were so wrapped up in making history to be the first to stop animals from future butchering and saving the environment, that there might also have been a slim chance we're on the cusp of creating a generation of cannibals.